All right, let's see if that fixes the problem. I'm not optimistic. All right, anyways, so we are trying to figure out what is going to make the value of theta, or what value of theta is going to give us that negative 3.249, whatever, all right? But the first thing to keep in mind is, I've been telling my class, is this is a negative, right? So if we think of our all students take calculus acronym, right? We want to figure out, hey, where is tangent negative, right? What are the two coordinates or the two quadrants that we're going to be in? Tangent is negative in the sine and cosine are in Q2 and Q4. So our two answers are going to be, whatever this angle is, right? And whatever this angle is. Those are the two answers for this, or two values of theta. So first things first, to kind of figure out our reference angle here, we have to do the inverse tangent. All right, so we're just going to say the inverse tangent of negative 0.324919. All right, no one knows what that is. All right, there is no human alive knows what that is. So we have to use our graphing calculators for this. So you're just going to do the inverse tangent of negative 0.324919, right? And that's going to give you a negative 17-degree angle. Keep in mind, negative 17 is this angle right here. Right, that's negative 17. We have a 17-degree reference angle. They're telling us every single answer needs to be between 0 and 360. So that negative 17 is no good. We do not want that negative 16. So to figure out first answer, we have to do a full spin, right? A full 360 degrees minus that 17-degree angle. Right? So the first answer is 360 minus 17 degrees, and that is going to give us what's that, 343. Right? So now keep in mind that 17 is our reference angle. Negative 17. We said reference angles are always a positive number. So if we're looking for that green theta that we have up there, that green angle, that's just going to be 180 minus 17, right? Because it's not quite to a half the spin. Right, so 180 minus 17, that's going to give us 163. So those are the two values of theta. And if we want to double check, right, just type them in. The tangent of 163 is going to give us that same exact decimal, except it's not. Great. What did I do? All right, let's figure this out. What did I do wrong? All right, let's start the right one. The tangent of 343 is also the wrong number. So maybe I made a mistake somewhere. 3249. I did make a mistake because, dang it, I should have started the video over. No, we're just going to suffer through it. Sorry, guys. This is not negative 17, negative 18. Right? So we can fix it. We're just going to change everything to an 18. So it's an 18-degree angle, which means that's negative 18. Which means that's going to be an 18. Oh, which means we need to subtract 18 instead. It's going to change our answers. So all right, 360 minus 18 now is going to be 342. Right? And then the other one, 180. Oh, what is that going to be? 162. All right, let's check those instead. So let's say, all right, the tangent of Guys, I am struggling today. All right. Tangent of 342. That should be that decimal 3419. Okay, there it is. Right. And then the next one is the tangent of 162. Should be the same thing, which it is. All right. There we go. Crisis averted. All right. So now on the next one, let's just kind of think about its cosine again. It is a negative value. All right. So we don't want the quadrants where cosine's positive. We want the quadrants where cosine is negative. So again, ASTC, right? Cosine is going to be negative in quadrants 2 and quadrants 3. So we know our two answers are going to be in the second quadrant and then in the third quadrant. Right? So what we need to do is we need to find that reference angle. And to find the reference angle, just like before, take the inverse cosine of negative 0.601815. All right, what is that going to be? No clue. So let's consult the calculator. 127. All right, so let's make sure we're rounding correctly this time. 127. I'm doubting myself, so let me double check. All right, 127. So this angle measure right here is 127 degrees. That is not our reference angle in this case. All right, so we need to figure out what that reference angle is. This angle right here is our reference angle. It gets us back to the x-axis. So what is that? That's just 180 minus 127, and that gives us 43. No, it doesn't. It gives us 53. All right. So since the reference angle is 53, we need to figure out this one as well. That's also a 53-degree angle. So we know that green theta, that is 180 plus 53, right? It's 53 degrees past the 180-degree mark, so that's going to give us 233. And then the first one gave us the 127. All right, so we have to be careful because sometimes when we're doing the inverse sine or the inverse cosine, whatever, sometimes it does give us the reference angle exactly, and sometimes it gives us one of the answers. Like if you look at 34, it gave us that negative 18, so we said, oh, well, the positive version is that reference angle. But if you look at number 35, the inverse cosine gave us one of the answers, and we had to find the reference angle. So that's just something we really need to be aware of here. All right, and then let's see on this one, it's positive, right? But we need to consider, hey, it's cosecant. Where is cosecant? Positive cosecant matches up with sine. All right, so the two quadrants, our answer should be in quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. And we need to take the inverse sine now. Since it's a reciprocal, we have to do 1 over that number. So 1 over 3.62805. Oh my God, guys, I'm struggling. My computer's struggling. Nothing is working. This is very frustrating. So we have the inverse sine. 1 over 3.62805. All right, so that's 16 degrees. So this one is a 16-degree angle. So here we go. One of our answers, 16 degrees. We know the other answer. (16 degrees). All right, so we need to find our two values of theta. The first one equals 16. The second one is 180 minus 16, which gives us 164. All right, I'm going to end this video now. I'm going to do the last one here. I'm going to go break my computer and get a new one. So we'll see you guys in the next video.